4 for 2 after 14 is not where Telugu Warriors want the team to be. Akhil has a worried look on his face. He knows that he needs to do something outstanding to get his team past the score of at least 150 to make it competitive.
Good delivery. And is there a run out chance there? A better throw would have done him in. And yes, I agree with you. I think Akhil needs to do something different. Adarsh was the last man out. Obviously extremely disappointed. Look at that. Just setting the block hole. And it was not to forget, it's just the first ball of his new spell.
Well, a boundary again in the area where there's no protection. A short ball sits up. You see a lot of boundaries conceded in the deep square leg area. It surprises me a bit because generally you have a fielder protecting that area wherein most runs are scored in one day or 2020 cricket.
Obviously they're not getting their angles right or their field position, so to speak. A sweeper cover could have been compromised here. A deep square leg, especially when you're bowling around the stumps, you would need some protection because every now and then you would slip down the leg side, and that's what happened. Akhil took maximum advantage of that.
But definitely there is probably some plan because they have a deep point and they have a sweeper cover, both patrolling the offside region.
Sanjay, from here onwards, how many runs do you think Telugu Warriors need to make it a competitive game or to make a decent total on the board for the Karnataka Bulldozers to chase?
Well, they need to get past 150. I think a cotton bowl was there to be taken. A lot of star support for the event, not only on the field but off the field as well.
Strange action, bamboozles you. Looks like coming in, but never reaches that bowling mark. And in the meantime, the batsman just goes for a couple of runs off his leg.
A great fielding effort so far from the Karnataka Bulldozers, who are looking the most athletic team in the field in the tournament. And a lot of work has been done by their coach, by their trainers to put these players into the shape that they are in.
Well, they did drop a couple of catches, but I think that's par for the course. Welcome, Ayaz.
Thanks, Akash. It's not bad progress for the Telugu Warriors, but I think they would have liked about 10, 15, 18 runs more.
Absolutely. They need to make it count now. Yes, they've got wickets in the bag, but they only matter or they only count if you go on to make a decent score.
Yes, and I think Karnataka's fielding has been pretty good. I mean, you did mention about 2 catches being dropped, but overall, they've been able to, they've chased the ball down hard, saved runs, and of course, the run out was quite spectacular.
And they haven't been shy of throwing themselves around either. A thing which or an aspect which you don't get to see too often, definitely not in a game where cricketers are not playing. These are actors, they're not supposed to dive. And look at that shot. An outstanding shot over the point region.
That was a lovely shot by Akhil. He's been very strong on the offside, especially when he's cutting. That big crowd which has got into the stadium now, and that's his shot here, Akhil's. It's a square drive, flies off the edge to the fence.
Well, they need to take their chances. If there is width, you must go after it strongly. And as they say, when you flash, you must flash hard. Akhil is doing a good job. Still distinctly remember his 6 towards the long off region. That was as good a 6 as you would ever see in a cricket game.
Yes, and I think they should be looking at about 150 plus, maybe 160. somebody did mention, one of their teammates, that they would be happy with 200, but I think that now sounds a little far-fetched. Just under 4 overs to go, or just under 5 overs, still to get to the 100 mark. And you did mention about the Karnataka fielders throwing themselves, and I thought, their face is their fortune, but here they don't seem to mind.
Oh, well, absolutely not. And that's what happens in the heat of the moment, because if you're playing a game of cricket, you forget that you're actors, you actually play as cricketers, and once you start believing, then the ball has to be stopped, come what may. Whether it means twisting your ankle or doing some damage to your face, I think so be it.
Yeah, it also shows passion. That's been hit over cover, to long on, little wide, and the complete 2. Not enough power in that shot. I think he was trying to clear cover and reach the fence there. Didn't quite happen.
Well, that's a tough shot to execute. A shot over covers of the back foot. It is not an easy shot, I can tell you that much. He did a good job, still got a couple.
They find the 100. Now he's stepping down the track, not quite connecting. Doesn't get any run for that. I think they need to be a little careful. You could try all kinds of fancy shots and get very little reward. I think the phrase is calculated assault.
Absolutely, I think there's no point going after every single delivery. Pick your spots, pick your right deliveries, and then maximize them. Another.
With me the gorgeous Tamil actress Sonia Agarwal, and she actually supports the Chennai Rhinos. But you're a little bit lost today. Who are you supporting now?
Right now, it's just that generally I'm here, and definitely Telugu, because I've done Telugu movies as well. So I just wish that they win today, and I'm just waiting for my team to come, and we're just going to play the next match.
So you're just gearing up at the moment, prepping yourself until your boys arrive. What does it feel like watching your peers take the field and play cricket? It must be so strange.
Actually, yeah. I mean, first day was like that, but then now, we're so used to seeing them on the field and playing. So it's a good feeling.
And if you look around the crowd, there's so many actresses from the south here that have come out in full force to support these guys. That's so great that you can all come together and support each other.
Yeah, because we hardly get any chance like this to meet with all of them at one place, and especially with this tension of the match, and supporting your team. So it's good fun, and yeah.
So it's a good way for you guys to basically mix without actually working.
Yeah, normally it's only you're meeting on the shooting spot, or so this is a good place to catch up with everyone.
Oh, fantastic. Well, it's great to have you here, and great to see you supporting one of the teams that are playing right now. I'm sure we'll see you a little later in the day as well. So back to you guys in the box.
Oh, what a good shot. A 6 followed by a 4. He's turning it on, and he must. I think to actually get to a decent total, this is the time to explode.
He's cutting loose, Charan, there. A 6 over deep cover, wide of long off. And then, of course, a straight drive just past the bowler. I think the umpire had to run for cover there.
Absolutely. Nobody is safe these days. We saw the other day Ashwin getting hit on the head, and the ball went on for a boundary. So I think the next thing we see in cricket is a bowler wearing a helmet, and also the umpire.
Well, Ashwin was a tough nut to crack, evidently. But these guys need to be really careful. Oh, that's another lovely shot, and it's gone over long off for another 6. Charan really cutting loose here, Akash.
Everyone is on their feet. An outstanding shot, 6-4-6 is what Charan has done in the last 3 balls.
Right, Charan now taking heavy toll of this bowling. Look at that shot. Puts his left foot out, goes through with that big stroke of his. And that's the boundary which followed. That's another 6.
The good thing is that he's trying to go straight. And when you go straight, there is a good possibility of connecting the ball well. And that is why the maximum reward. And as they say, you don't have fielders behind the bowler's arm.
This could become a very crucial over in the match. It's already, 21 runs in this over? sixes, 2 fours in this over. Very heavy. The penalty on some, I thought some poor bowling. He's not been able to keep his line or his length.
Well, you would always get an over or two of this kind, I think, in a T20 game. He's done all right so far, the bowler that is, but now he's under the cosh. Has it got the legs? Yes, it has. Another 6 to finish the over, make it 28 in the over, 127. Turned it on for the Telugu Warriors. They desperately needed it. 27 runs in the last over, I think it was just what the doctor ordered.
Oh, absolutely. I thought while they had not lost wickets, the Telugu Warriors were losing their way by not getting enough runs. And this has given them just the spurt they need. 3 more overs remaining. If they can get about 30, 35, they haven't done too badly. And look at that shot. This is strength. This is Taraka.
This is brute because going off the back foot, hitting over long on, it takes special strength. Someone like a Yusuf Pathan would do it very often, or a Kyron Pollard. But Charan is definitely making everyone proud.
Well, whatever else he does in films, he's playing a hero role here, Charan.
Absolutely, and here we have the Tata Nano. An outstanding vehicle, the cheapest in this range. Outstanding fuel efficiency, about 23 kilometers per litre. And now Akhil, whatever Charan could do, Akhil can do better. He's hit it straight over the bowler's head, and an outstanding 6. It's been a carnage so far in the last 7 or 8 deliveries.
It has been a carnage, and I think as far as I'm concerned, Akash, this has been the shot of the innings so far.
And that brings up their 15-run partnership as well. Off 51 balls, maybe a tad slow, but I think they've turned it on at the right time.
Yes, and the bowler going a little wide cleverly, seeing the batsman charge down. He just didn't give him the line to hit down the ground. Charan and Akhil put on a half-century partnership in double quick time.
Absolutely, I think both of them, they know the importance of just accelerating at the right time. They always have the wickets in the heart, but they can only be useful if you can accelerate, just put that foot on the pedal. And that's what these two have done.
I think the target should be, or they should aim to get at least a couple of boundaries per over. Then you get 2 or 3 runs to singles or twos, and you're okay, 10, 11 runs an over, but they need to get that many.
Look at these strikes, Ayaz. It's fantastic. I think this was my shot of all those. An outstanding hit once again, straight bat over the bowler's head. And this was brute strength. Charan has done it in style.
Yes, he did, and then he inspired Akhil to hit that magnificent 6. That should be a wide. Or is that? Oh, he's got it nicked. So that tactic has paid off, getting the play away from his body. The skipper looking grim and determined.
And full marks to Charan. He did not wait for the umpire to actually give him out, judge him out. He knew it was a nick, just walked. I think that's what you need to do.
Yes, that's good spirit, and of course he's done his job. He had a magnificent over, and he had to come and score quick runs. He's just done that.
Well played, Charan. Well played.
Well, a very important breakthrough, I would say, from Karnataka Bulldozers side, because the way Charan was going after the bowling, a wicket could have saved their misery.
That's clumsy bowling. After having got a wicket, he just left the wicket keeper completely with no chance at all to stop that. Down the leg side, 139 for 3. The new batsman in is Ajay. He looks hefty enough to hit a few over the boundary.
Well, he does, of course. And if Charan's hitting had anything to do with his physique or his muscular strength, I think Ajay is in the same boat as well.
I think the key is Akhil now. This is the kind of, he set it up for himself, for his team. Is that a wide? It is, yes. Trying the same tactic here. Chase a wideish delivery, edge to the wicketkeeper. Didn't happen this time.
Just trying one too many. And in fact, even this one, had he left it alone, it could have been a wide, but not to be. When you're in that kind of mood, you don't want to let go of any delivery.
Lucky there. The Telugu Warriors. The batsman misses it. The wicketkeeper misses it. No fault of the bowler here.
Not at all. You have to just feel for the bowler here. He slipped down the leg on. Just slipped one down the leg side. Keeper could not stop it, but this time just went through the batsman and so through the keeper. And Sudeep has done a good job now. He's just gone back, given himself a little bit of opportunity, a little bit of space to stop these deliveries.
Okay, that's a good cross-batted shot, but is that going to be a run-out? No, I think the fielder is a little too slow. It's 144 for 3 after 18.
Well, we certainly have a very exciting match on our hands, and the crowd has come out in full force. And I have with me the absolutely stunning Tamil and Telugu actress Madhu Shalini. You look absolutely gorgeous and here to support a very good cause, aren't you?
Yeah, thank you so much, and so do you. You look pretty.
So what is it like watching your peers out there playing cricket?
See, it's very exciting to support our team people, because they're not cricketers, as we all know. They're just actors, and they've come together for a good cause and they're playing it. And it's so exciting to support them and, cheer for them. I just got a whistle also,
No, I've seen you blowing that a lot. So listen, you are in the Tamil industry and the Telugu industry. So who are you supporting in the CCL?
See, I'm from Hyderabad, so I have this partiality. I would support my own hometown. And since I'm working in Tamil movies right now, I just finished a movie called Vadu Vidu, Avanivan in Tamil. So both my actors, Arya and Vishal, are playing for Chennai. So I'm going to supporting them as well.
And if you were to support someone in Karnataka, who would you support?
In Karnataka? Yeah. I like Sudeep a lot.
So you're actually working with a couple of the Tamil players right now?
Yeah, right now I am. Vishal and Arya. Vishal is going to be playing today for us. And yeah.
Wow. So it is a very tough decision for you to make. You're just going to have to cheer for everyone just to play it safe.
Oh, you know what? This is a very, unfair question they asked me. Which team are you going to be supporting? Because I am an actress and I get to work in all the South Indian languages. It's very difficult to say that I would only support so-and-so team. And, since I've worked with all the industries almost, it's nice to support everybody from, my favorites from each and every team.
So basically just supporting CCL because it has to come together so well, hasn't it?
Sorry, I think
just supporting CCL in general because the whole tournament has come together so well.
Yeah, totally. Because see, they all are playing. None of them are really into cricket and all, but they have put their best foot forward. So I'm supporting everybody who's performing really very well, and I cheer for everybody.
Well, I'm sure they all appreciate it because there's been so many of you actresses from the South here getting behind the CCL, and it's just fantastic. So thank you so much. Back to you guys in the box.
Well, it's been fantastic so far. Like she said, he's here to support everyone, and look at that shot from Akhil. He's just turning the heat on here. He definitely plays cricket all year round. I'm 100% certain, Ayaz, because it's not just a flash in the pan. He's done it match after match, and the kind of shots he's playing, it obviously tells you that it's not just his hobby.
He does, and especially on the offside, he uses his bat like a cutlass over there. It's just so strong on that side. Look at that. That was from the middle of the bat. That was no edge. And that's another one. That was a brilliant attempt. Will it reach the fence? It does. So that's successive boundaries for Akhil. The score's galloping ahead. 158 now for 3. They're looking at another 18-20 runs, and it would be, pretty tough for the Karnataka team to get there.
Absolutely a good effort on the point fielder. But I think at one stage they were looking at 150 max, but now they have taken it to another level. Another 12-15 runs here. We just take them to 170-75. So that would be a very, very competitive total.
I think they need those runs because there's no real devil in the pitch. It's playing well. The outfield is slow, not extremely quick, but it's a good outfield. So 170, 175 would be a par score.
Well, yes, I think you would need 175 to put pressure on the Karnataka Bulldozers, because they've been the side of the tournament so far. They've batted well, bowled well, fielded well. So if you want to put one across them, you need to do something special. And Akhil, I think it's a trademark shot. He just gets his left foot out of the way, just ensures that he gets free flow of the arms. And maybe something like Virendra Sehwag, stand and deliver, making room for himself.
Yeah, and who would know more about Viru Sehwag than Akash Chopra? So perhaps there's a parallel to be drawn there.
That's the movement from Karnataka Bulldozers.
Akhil is only a hit away from his another century in the CCL. Batting on 47 of just 34 balls. Telugu Warriors 161 for 3. I think they've done a decent job so far. They started slowly. There was a rain interruption. Then at one stage, I thought, or we all thought, that they were taking this consolidation phase a bit too seriously and for a bit too long. But then they proved everyone wrong and just accelerated at the right time.
Yes, they did, and thanks to Charan and Akhil, Akhil's batting may look a little one-dimensional. Too many shots on the offside, similar-looking shots, but you still have to, play them and play them effectively.
Look at that one. Another shot down the ground, makes it win, and outstanding. Another 50 by Akhil.
And isn't he overjoyed? And so is his team. Look at that, Venkatesh pumping his fist. That's the shot straight down the wicket. Not the first time he's played such a shot, he's done it a few times.
Obviously there is a method to the madness. It's not just about taking the left foot out, trying to hit everything outside off. He's hitting it straight too and making the bowler err. I think this is the response of what has happened in the previous delivery. He bowled straight, hit him over the bowler's head, and now he had to do something different.
Yes, and I think that's Dhruv again shifting to round the wicket. Let's see if that pays any dividends, those tactics.
Another decent shot, refused to take a single. Getting a little greedy here, Akhil?
Well, yes, I think he believes he's got his eye in, he's been getting a few sixes. But I think they need about 8 or 10 runs more.
It's gone high up in the air. A fielder under it makes a mess of it. Committed a complete harakiri there. Never easy. But then I think these catches should be taken.
Yes, and it's a surprise he dropped it, because he judged it well, got right below it, had his eyes on the ball, it just kind of slipped out of his hands.
Just that Akhil doesn't have enough time to make this fielding lapse count, but he's taking his chances there. Fielders is a very, very close call, I asked there. We've seen mishaps on the field like this. I distinctly remember Steve Waugh running into Gillespie, and both of them were out of cricket for about 6 months after that.
Yes, you need to be a little careful there when you're running for the catch. At least some kind of a signal to the other fielder that it's mine. Look at that, it could have been very, very dangerous.
Well, he had a close shave there. Got to be a little more careful. No, it's not easy, because you can't really listen into the call or anything because of the crowd. But I think that's a very thin rope to walk.
Yes, but you have to give them full marks for the attempt. I don't think they care too much about their personal safety there. So they've crossed 170. One delivery to go. Can they get a 4 or a 6?
They would want to, and keep that momentum into the break as well. He was gone round the stumps. A good delivery, a tight delivery, a run out opportunity here. And yes, the final score remains the same. No more damage done of the last delivery. 171 for 3 after 20 overs. Telugu Warriors. And would be extremely proud for what they've done so far.
Yes, I think they've done rather well, because at one stage it seemed they might just about reach 150. So they've got 20 runs bonus as I see it. And is that